Yo, DC fans, welcome. You're watching DC Fanverse. Thank you guys for joining me. Right, guys, I completely dropped the ball today. I forgot we got Nubia coming, and guess what? Her character file is in the game now, though it wasn't here yesterday. But anyway, it's here now. Let's take a look at this character. Right, guys, so first thing first. Nubia, legendary character. She is a tank hero who's pretty much built as a defensive back row defender basically. So if we just take a quick look at her tags, so she is a tactical tank blue. So do we have many tanks in tacticals? We've got Lex and we've got Grodd. That's it. So it is a nice addition to have her in the tactical rather than might. She is a superhero and she's also an Amazonian. Funny enough, I don't see why Wonder Woman is not under Amazonians. They need to add that on. And plus, I see the Batman symbol for Amazonians, which also needs to be fixed, guys. Come on, simple thing. You know what? Let me grab a screenshot this for the team to check into. Right. Anyway, so as it says here, redirect, position bonus, back row defender, and block. Now redirect, that could be, definitely sound like Mr. T, where if you target her, she redirects it away from her to another player. Position bonus, meaning depending where you put her, front row or back row, she will get some bonus. Back row defender, meaning at this point she would defend the back row. That means if you put her in the front, she will be giving some sort of stats, buffs to the back row, and of course she's block. So let's have a read through her kit. So her ult gathers energy into her spear into her spear and does a large sweep attack, hitting all enemies for 160% of her attack as physical damage. So she's not superpower, she's physical. At the end of each round, increase the damage of this ability by 10% for the rest of the combat. That means it'll keep on increasing. The more we do it, each round the ability damage will go up by 10%. The damage growth is increased to 20% at end of each round. So not much range of differences what's going on in her ability with her ult. Basically, as the game goes on, every round she will gain 10%, while on level 2 or level 3, 20% more damage. So 160, 180, 200, 220, so on and so forth. I'm not sure how far the cap is, but it will go on until the match is over. Right, her basic Golden Flurry. Attack the enemy row 3 times for 50%, 50%, and 75% of attack as physical damage. Damage increases to 65, 65, and 90. Deals 5% more damage for each type of buff she has. Once again, being a tank, there is not much damage there. Plus, she isn't doing much for her tank abilities at the moment. But we do see that for every buff she gets, she's increasing her damage by 5 more percent. So that means somewhere in her kit, she may be redirecting buffs. Right, so her next ability, Commanding Presence. At the start of battle, if in the front row, see what I mean? Position damage bonus. If in the front row, Nubia's attack is increased by 15% of her front row allies' attack. Hold on. At the start of the whole, if in the front row, Nubia's attack is increased by for her front row allies. So, whoever her ally is in the front row with her, Nubia's attack increased by 15% to whoever standing next to her. Now, someone like DCU Superman, who can play as a tank, but he's built on attack, of course, and his attack will be very much beneficial to her because he will survive and the attack bonus will be given to her. Unlike if she has a tank next to her, the attack won't be that high. At the start of the battle, if in the front row, Nubia's front row allies' defense is increased by 15% of Nubia's defense, and attack gain increase is to 30%, defense increase to 30%. So this is rank 10, level 3. If it's a DPS up front, again, DCU Superman I'm thinking of, 30% of his attack would be added to Nubia's attack, and he will gain 30% defense from her. It's an insane front row. Now, if we completely ignore the attack and just go for the defense, put in someone like Swamp Thing or Penguin. Penguin gives 45% defense increase to the back row. Imagine putting him with her. The front row will have an insane amount of defense protecting the back row. Ooh, she sounds dangerously tanky. Alright, Warriors Aegis. Is that how it's pronounced? Warriors Aegis. However you pronounce it. Increase Nubia's block chance by 15% and the back row damage resistance by 15%. See what I was talking about? 15%. Increase reflect of the back row by 25%. If a back row ally is attacked by a single target attacked, apply 2 stacks of slow to the enemy for 2 turns. Cheshire, there we go. Cheshire is severely gonna feel it due to this. The second she goes for anyone in the back row, boom. Damage resistance of the back row is increased to 30%, increases Nubia's block chance by 35%. So, Nubia's block chance 35%. They also give the back row resistance to 30%. That is insane. Hold on, I'm gonna check with one other thing. When in the front row, Nubia has redirect at all times. This effect cannot be dispelled and does not stack. So, front row, you throw her on and her redirect will always be on. She sounds amazing as a tank. I could see block poison or poison or a new half block kind of team where you drop Ocean Master and you drop Nightwing and you create a new block team. I'm going off on that thought solely just with her, not her seasonal team, just with her. She sounds to be tanky as hell. Where's Penguin? I'm thinking she will be great next to Penguin as a solo character. Oh, Mr. Penguin, where are you? Mr. Penguin, there you are. Skills. Healing and all of that. Alright, defense increases by 120%. Where is it? Where is it? Oh, is it in his badge? I think it might be in his badge. Now. So when the umbrella is raised, it increases the power 10%. When the umbrella is raised, damage dealt by the back row increase. That's damage increase. Where's the defense? Wait, what's going on? Don't cut off. Raise the umbrella and protect it. There we go. That's it. Advanced attack. So while his umbrella up, he grants the back row 30% damage reduction. Add that with Nubia's 30% resistance. That makes the back row very, very tanky. And he is a poison character, yes? There we go. Yeah, he's a back row defender as well. So him with Nubia. And perhaps at the back we use Cheshire. We could use, in fact, we can actually hold on. I just had another thought. What if that should direct to reflect? Where's reflect? I'm thinking she could be a very decent front. Oh, she's a superhero, isn't it? No, she's a superhero. She won't go correctly with Joker's team. Let me see. Let's look at her badge. What does her badges have to say? Right, so her badge, Queen of Amazon, further enhances her role as the leader of the front line by allowing Nubia and her front row ally to share buffs with one another while rewarding her for turning enemy pressure back on itself. Oh, I'm reading that from Discord. Let's see if we got that on email. Yes, we do. Can all look at it together. So, in the front row, the first 2 times, each round that Nubia gains a buff, her front row ally also gains a buff for the same duration. When Nubia redirects enemy debuff, she gains a random buff for 2 turns, 1 stack of strong attack, sturdy armor or frantic, or 2 stacks of recuperate. If in the front row, the first 2 times, each round that Nubia's front row ally gains a buff, Nubia also gains that buff for the same duration. So her badges don't really give her anything new, just enhances what she already has. Not too versatile, to be honest. Very one track mind kind of. Is simply to make herself as tanky as possible and protect that back row at all cost. She could be a problem taken down. In fact, recently I've been finding Swamp Thing to be... Oh my god, where's it gone? Sorry guys, my tablet just crashed on me. Right, so where were we? Something. 30 armor 2 turns. So yeah, lately I've been finding Swamp Thing has his 30 armor increases so much that it's very hard to take him down. And Nubia could be doing the same thing. But this is all on paper, guys, so we don't know yet. But I'm definitely thinking she is gonna be a very good defensive character. Definitely somewhere in the block team, but we will see. So for now, that's all for now. So thank you guys for watching. Do leave a like and a sub to the channel, and we will see you guys for our next one. This should be on Thursday to pull Nubia. See you then. Bye.
Thanks for watching. Leave a like on the video and don't forget to subscribe.